Okay, your stream is on.
Yep, I'm streaming right now.
Okay. I'm gonna start streaming also. Let's go. Oh, wait. Hey. Ah, so you're on the run, right? You're not playing.
What was that?
You're not playing, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing metal.
Yeah, me too.
I have two two dark magicians and one skull knight. I'm like one from dragons.
Buddy.
Game's working really laggy actually. That's weird. And I'm gonna get MVD and I'm gonna get banned. Mammoth Graveyard.
I just got another 2-turn.
Nice. Do you even fuse?
No. I mean, I've used an equip, but
Double click me. Cool bird. Think that's a good one. Oh, it's a 20. I can only get it here. Okay. Fracture radius, nice, good box.
Nice.
That's hard to get, right?
Yeah, that's a 20. I'm pretty sure it's also a 4 on Haishin. So you might pick one up there, but probably... Well, yeah, you might pick one up there.
I got two 20s back to back, nice. Yeah, we'll be banned. Deep sea shark, okay.
That's my... Yeah, that's my 4th Gaia.
Uh, 220s. 220s after my game lags. I think I'm gonna get banned. Muka también. I almost got a 2-turn. Right arm of the forbidden one. Nobody have it. I got 3 of those left. I'm a breaker again.
Not really, Map Master. My plan is to grind until I get a deck that can beat Haishin SA POW consistently, then I'm gonna farm him. Then after that, I'll finish the campaign so that I can unlock Seto 3rd and Free Duel. And then we will start farming him, and then once we're done there, we will wrap up any loose ends with whatever we need to get at that point, and then we will be good to go. But I'm not really focused on my card count right now, and I'm not going to be for a very long time. All I'm focused on right now is getting specific cards, not necessarily increasing my number. I'll be farming Haishin 1, not Haishin 2. Haishin 1 is easier to farm, but they have the same exact drops.
So we're farming Taishin 1 for all GG beasts or what else? We are farming Haishin 1 for all Guardian pieces and what else?
That's pretty much the only stuff you absolutely need to win from him. But in that process, there's a lot of other 4s that would be incredibly good to win.
Exodia's hip, anyone?
The Exodia pieces, or the Gate Guardian pieces, you absolutely need from him, 100%. And then there's a bunch of cards that cost like 800, 900 star chips, like Labyrinth Tank, Bakuri Box. That stuff would also be incredibly good to get. If you don't get those cards when you're farming him, which you'll probably end up getting most of them, because just winning the Gate Guardian pieces will probably take close to 1,000 duels. But yeah, so you'll probably end up winning a lot of the other 4s, but whatever you don't, as soon as you get the Gate Guardian pieces, you could theoretically just move on. And then later in the game, if you have enough star chips, you know, to spare, then you could buy, you know, Bakuri Box, that kind of stuff. But if you don't have enough star chips, then you'll go back to Haishin and you'll keep farming, and, you know, whatever happens first, you'll either win the card or you'll get enough star chips to buy it. So that's pretty much that.
It's 1,000 duels on SA POW. That means we'll be quick. Suicidal but quick.
I won't be winning a Metal Zoa in this run, Bruno. There's no point in needing to win it when it's very easy to fuse. Metal Zoa is incredibly easy to fuse. It's just Zoa and Metal Morph. Both of those cards are a lot easier to get. So that's how we'll be obtaining those. If you look in the card library on the main menu of the game, it has a card count there, and all you need to do for 100% is make a card appear in the card library. Once a card appears in the library, that counts as being obtained. And you can make a card appear in there not just by having the card itself, but also by fusing it or ritual summoning it. So things like Gate Guardian, that you can't get the actual card, you can do the ritual with the pieces, and that makes it show up. So we won't be winning medals, Zoa.
Well, how many duels did you take to get the 3 blue eyes?
Well, I only took about 150 wins, but I also took like 250 losses. Because, and that was with 3 MBD and 2 Megamorph. So you lose a lot. And my Blue Eyes farming was very lucky. Very lucky. So
I got Meteor Burger.
Winning a Blue Eyes is roughly the same odds as an MBD. It's a little bit easier to get. It's a 26. So pretty much imagine if you were farming for MBD, except you had to farm Seto third for it. And you would have to get 3 of them. That's pretty much what Blue Eyes farming is.
I'm getting all the 20s actually. But no MBD and no 40s. Oh, that's my skull knight. First time grow it. I forgot I had that. And like you said early, it looks so good in your hand.
Yeah. No, Kaiba does not drop Blue Eyes. The only person in the game who drops Blue Eyes is Seto third, S or A POW. That's it. No one else. If Kaiba dropped it, we'd be on Kaiba. Even if he dropped it at half the rate, we would still be on Kaiba. 100% of the time. Even if he dropped it at 1/3 of the rate, we would be on Kaiba. Like, without even thinking about it.
Evil warrior. There's a problem.
That's assuming that I'll even get a fucking S power and A power in campaign. Generally, in any given Seto duel, you're more likely to lose the duel or when I say I took that many losses, that doesn't mean I was like trying to win. Like, you kill yourself if you're not going to get a good rank, obviously. So you're more likely to lose the duel than you are to get a good rank on him most of the time. So
Because of ultimate, right?
It's, yeah, pretty much because of ultimate. That's a lot of the reason why I want so many Megamorph. If you can have 3 Megamorph, that would be incredible, but, you know, doing that much farming to get it, unless you're really lucky, you're not going to have 3 Megamorph. So you're going to have to settle with it. You need at least 2, though, if you want to even have a shot at doing the Seto farm. You need at least 2 Megamorph and at least 2 MBD. MBDs, it's a lot easier to have 3 of, so it's probably best to have 3 MBD and 2 Megamorph before you go to Haishin and Seto. Seto 2 is optional, but not here. We have to unlock every single duelist, so we'll be fighting him.
We'll be A taking team. Because if you don't A take. Oh, I'm about to hit 12 hours. That's probably.
Howdy.
Ah, fuck, I'm gonna play.
Yeah, ISIS would be the best. Fox, ISIS, BCD. And technically, SA has a higher chance to drop dragons, but only by very little. And you lose out on the chance to get all the other good stuff, so just go to ISIS, BCD. Really? A random shield? You fucking idiot. This duel's terrible, dude. I didn't draw anything. Thank you.
Nice. Give me an essay.
I don't think... Yeah, this is gonna be a... Well, I didn't do that many fusions, so I might get off with an A POW. Oh, but I got effective attacks, so this will probably be a B POW.
Still Ogre Grotto number 1. Yes, it's the new. Oh, it's a 20 now. I get to know the 20s now. You just need 5 win Pegasus now.
Yeah, figured. Get baited.
Crack. No. I get the goods.
I don't know if you mean metal morph or metal morph or mega morph, Pedro. But if you're talking about fusing metal Zoa, yeah, you need the regular Zoa card and metal morph, which you can get from Bandit Keith, BCD POW.
Only from Bandit Keith, right?
That is what I like to call a Seto third draw. Get that on Seto third, and you are, well, you're still not even close to getting an APOW, but you're on your way. Okay, I'm not sure what you'd be asking then. Do you want to know where to win it? You win it from Pegasus SA Tech.
Farming Civic 8 deck for Meta Mode. Okay.
It's my third Cursive Dragon. At this point, I'm just replacing dragons with more dragons.
Same, I just did that with my Meteor Dragon. I took away a Yamadano.
It's funny, I have all this shit, but I only have one good equip.
I have 6. Mori Dragon, I think I have that. Yeah, I have 3 Mori Dragons. I can't put that. I can't put it in the deck.
Ooh, that's a good drop. Firewing Pegasus.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's something that you really want to win here at Meadow.
One of the
That's one of the cards that you kind of want to win, because if you don't, I mean, you could win it again from Haitian farming, but it's only a 4. Yep, I was streaming earlier today, Wes Smith. That's why this is segment 2.5. And this segment is not going to be too long because I really want to play Spider-Man.
Oh, you're gonna play Spider-Man later?
Hmm?
You're gonna play Spider-Man later?
Yeah. I don't plan on doing this for that long. Once I'm done here, I'm going to play Spider-Man. And I'm probably not going to stream it.
Sad when your video will be like some lane feelings, so
Hello, Shield. Goodbye, Shield.
oh, I have the sound.
Oh yeah, you said you made an overlay. I think I glanced at it for a second, but I was streaming, so I didn't look at it. Let me look at it for a second.
This is an echo.
Oh, that looks so good, dude. I'm definitely gonna use that Map Master, like, for the next stream.
Mystical Veil. I've used that already, but it's new.
Like, definitely gonna use that.
So the only things I need from Meadow Mage now is another MBD and Gaia. Mostly. And Fire with Pegasus. I think that's it.
How many Meadow matches for good tastings? I have no idea what that means. Do I play video games for a living? Yes, I do. I actually do.
It actually does.
How many Meadow matches for good cards? That there's no answer to that. You could do one duel for an MBD, or you could do a million and not get it. So there's literally no answer to that question. Sorry. It's like the lottery. You could win it the first time you ever play it, or you could never win it in your life. There's literally, it's not like how many times do you play the lottery until you win. There's no answer to that.
This guy has a lot of 20s that are really useful.
Thank you, Bruno. I appreciate that.
So it's Gaia Mage Soldier, Bottom Burger.
Pretty much gonna need Rigeki at this point if I want to get a good rank. Or MBD. Well, no, unless he plays a magic here. No. So even if I drew an MBD, it wouldn't be enough. It needs to be Rigeki if I want to get a good rank. Oh, hi Rigeki.
Nice.
Jesus, that's so cool. It was a 2-card draw.
Giant Mage Soldier. I got Blackland number
No problem,
6.
Pedro, no problem. Skull Knight number 2.
Blackland number 6.
Okay, that's really good. That's really, really, really good. Skull Knight's one of the better cards to get, especially when you get the Megamorphs.
I just drew a Skull Knight as my first card in my hand.
Nice.
And I never draw it actually. So hopefully he plays a sun.
That's really good.
Kaminari meet the turn.
Alright, at this point, the only good drop I can get is MBD. I mean, there's probably a couple 20s that would be good for 100%, but right now, as far as improving my deck goes, MBD is it here. If I win another Skull Knight, that's cool, but it's not, like, gonna really improve the deck too much anymore. I can already beat the game very easily.
Random shield, fuck. This is for
Yeah, Lewis. It's getting the possible cards. I have an info paste bin if you want to read it. I have the command in the title.
It's not gonna be an ace.
Play like a shitty Jupiter or Moon. Like, why you gotta play this shit all the time? Let's see, 200 there, down to 25. This'll do.
How many medals did you do, Marcus?
Like 90 something right now. So if I did 10 times as much meadow farming as I am gonna do on High Shin, then we're about 1/10 of the way there if this was High Shin, except High Shin duels are harder. You do end up losing quite a few throughout the time, or not getting a good rank. I think, it wasn't much though. I had, I think, like for every 1,000 wins I got, it was probably like 100 losses. Or 100 duels where I wasn't going to get a good rank, so I killed myself. So at least that's at least the consistency your deck should be at before you go to High Shin. You should be able to win like or get a good rank in 1 in every 10, or 9 of every 10, or 10 of every 11. I don't know. I have a video on how to do it the easiest way, Joel. Just search on YouTube for a fast A-Tech tutorial, and you should see a video. Should be the first thing that shows up, but if it's not, just look for the video by me. Ooh, Warrior of Tradition, very good. That's also a card that you have to win on Meadow Mage. Like, you have to win it. You can't get it anywhere else in the entire game.
What card?
Warrior of Tradition. At least I don't think you can get it anywhere else in the game. And I know that you won't be I think you can buy it, but it's one of those things that's just so high of a star chip that it's just going to be worth winning it, especially because it's a 20, which is pretty high in 100% standards.
Only mountain and meadow.
Yeah, so you'll be winning it here. This is all random, Daniel. I don't know what card I'm gonna win. I'm not doing RNG manipulation.
got 400 stuff.
Alright, this is Duel 100, everybody. Let's hope it's a good one.
Fuck, I didn't draw a single thunder.
Every passing minute that goes by, I think about playing Spider-Man more and more.
Thank you.
What tips for beginners? The best tip I can give you is to play the game a lot. You're not gonna learn fusions by reading a list. You're not gonna learn fusions by, like, studying a list or anything. It helps, but you need to be playing the game at the same time. And you're just not... You're not gonna learn anything about this game until you're playing it. I can guarantee you that. If you're not playing, you're not gonna learn. You can literally study for like an entire semester of school. You could just study and try to memorize fusions and lists, and you're not gonna be good at recognizing them until you actually start doing it. So the more you play the game, the better you'll get at the game, but make sure that you're using the best strategies, and those strategies are out there. You just have to find them.
Like your tutorial on Domani, Giant Soldiers.
Yeah, I have a tutorial on how to do the no RNG manipulation run, so something kind of similar to this. I'd really recommend, like, reading that and following along with that when you're doing stuff, but... And at the bottom of that, I believe I have a lot of links to different tutorials on, like, you know, fast attacks, why the suicide glitch works, how to do, you know, AI manipulation so that they don't play magics, things like that. This game is all knowledge based, so once you know everything, and you're comfortable like recognizing everything very quickly, then you're pretty much good to go. So just play the game a lot. Like, you should be at the point where... You want to try to get to the point where when you get a hand of 5 cards, it takes you less than maybe 2 seconds, if that, to look at that hand and figure out exactly what the best course of action is. Like, what the best fusion you can do for the particular duelist you're on. Like, some cards might be more powerful, but they don't have Guardian Star advantage, things like that. You need to be able to look and in under 2 seconds say, I'm going to, you know, fuse this, this, and this to make this in this Guardian Star. So once you get to that point, you're good. But until you get to that point, there's more that you could be doing.
So there's always something new to learn.
There really is in this game. Yeah, Map Master. That's a real thing. Most of the time, the last card that you're obtaining in a 100% Map Master isn't really a card drop. Most of the time, it's something that you buy or something that you're fusing. Typically, what you'll do is you'll get all the farming out of the way first. And then once you have all the farming out of the way, then you're like, okay, now I'm going to move on to doing all the fusions I need. Or I'm going to move on to doing all the ritual summons I need. And then one of those ends up being the last. What's up, Stephen Gilroy? It's going pretty good, man. What a piece of...
Marcus.
I
got Gaia. To do rituals, you need to have the cards in your hand and play the ritual, right?
No, they need to be on the field.
Oh, shit.
That's why when you do rituals, you go against like Simon to do them. That way you don't have to worry about any, because a lot of the rituals have cards that are really weak, like fucking Queen's Double to do Cosmo Queen. So you can imagine it's pretty hard to keep a Queen's Double out without it dying. So go against Simon, and if you have like a Queen's Double that's really weak, you want to play that last. You want to have the ritual card already face down, and then play like the Queen's Double, and then immediately play the ritual without giving him a chance to kill it.
Yeah, right.
Things like that.
That makes sense. Should be fun with the ritual.
Yeah, it's a good time. Ritual summons are fun. I mean, doing the ritual summon for like fucking Gate Guardian, what a great feeling that is, because that's literally the entire reason you do all those duels on Haishin. So it's a good feeling after doing like 1100 duels, and you're like, you did like 20 hours of just straight Haishin farming, and it all comes down to like one ritual summoning. It's a good feeling.
Or killing a fucking Simon Muram with the Gate Guardian.
Yeah.
And why not playing the Blue Eyes too?
Like, in regular speedruns of this, like, if we're, like, playing regularly, like, no RNG manip, like, there's only so much hype you can get if you win, like, an MBD in a race, or if you win a Megamorph. Like, you get really hype about that, but you get more hype than in any other category is in 100%. You get the most hype when you win, like, Suijin or something. Like, winning, like, a Suijin feels a million times better than, like, winning in Megamorph in a race or something like that. It's, like, a level of hype that you have not felt until you've done it. So, especially if it's the last Gate Guardian piece that you need. If it's the last Gate Guardian piece that you need and you finally win it, holy shit. Like I said, I had Suijin and Song of the Thunder at about 600 duels. I had both, and it still took me like another 400 or 500 duels just to get the last one, the Kazujin. And holy shit, did it feel good when you finally get it. It was like 4 AM, and I was like fucking screaming in my apartment. But yeah, like, that's the thing. If this game made it so you couldn't win, like, more than 3 of a card, like, let's say you won, like, 3 Shadow Spectre, and then the game makes it so you can't win Shadow Spectre anymore because you already have the max.
That would be heaven.
Yeah, that would be heaven. But that's the problem, especially when you're doing Haishin farming. You're trying to win 3 different 4s, so, like, that's 3 completely separate 4s you have to win. So I ended up with, I think I had like 2 Suijin and like 3 Sangha before I got the first Kazujin. So you'll winning duplicates, that shit hurts. That is fucking terrible when you win a 4 that isn't the 4 you want. Oh, so bad. I know that feel, Stephen Gore.
Okay, I did 51.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna farm until I win 1 more MBD, and then I'll call it good for today.
Oh.
So, hopefully I win it soon, because I'd like to play very soon. I'd like to play Spider-Man now, actually, but I want to make some progress, so I need to win MBD. Or a Megamorph if I do decide to go back to A-Teching, but I'm probably not. I hate A-Teching. Getting the stuff to fuse Swords of Revealing Light is also one of the shittier parts of the run. Oh, wow, look at that. I say Swords of Revealing Light, and then for the first time in my 100%, it gets played against me.
It didn't happen to me yet because I didn't play too much ISIS.
Yeah, you need to get, like... it's the spell bindings that are a pain in the dick. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not anywhere close to the farming that you have to do, but... Duels like this are so annoying.
It's really weird that I got MBD on Jono second rule and in 52 Metal Mage.
Yeah.
First guy. Does Gaia works on Yami?
Does what?
No, nah. If Gaia worked on Yami.
Oh no, it's a warrior. Glad to hear it, Joel. I'm glad that you found it and watched it. Ranks are pretty, ranks are like a lot less complicated than we originally thought back in the day. Like before we knew like that you started at 50 points and it goes up or down. Like we thought it was a lot more complicated, but it's really, really, really simple how the ranks work in this game. Which is really good for us.
Ooh, MBD!
Ooh, nice. That's your second one then, yeah?
Yeah, I was complaining about it and then get it.
That's really good. That's
Yeah,
2 out of the... I mean, honestly, you would be good with 2, but it's very, very preferred to have 3.
I'm probably from the female you said before. Do you leave?
And, I mean, you got 2 MBDs pretty fucking fast, so I would definitely go for a 3rd in your case. The only time I wouldn't go for a 3rd MBD is if, like, it's taking forever. Like, you're, like, 200 duels in, and you still only have 2. Then I might consider just moving on with 2. But you got them fast, so go for a 3rd.
Okay. And coming from the female you said before, the Warrior of Religion, I think. His name. I want to check out about that.
Yeah, and if you don't have, like, Warrior of Tradition yet, then definitely just stick around and keep going. The only time I'd consider moving on is if you've already won all of the 20s that Metal Mage drops that, like, you can't, like, fuse or get anywhere else easily. If that's true already, then you can consider moving on.
Or maybe I should move to Mountain Mage and I get different things, you know? Either one.
I mean, there's a good chance you're gonna win MBDs against Haishin, too. Because it is a 4 there, and... I mean, I think I ended up with like 5 MBDs total. I ended up winning 2 MBDs from Haishin at some point, but I wouldn't, you know... You're not gonna be able to farm Haishin without the MBDs, so...
It's mathematics, boy.
Might be smart to start going after the Megamorphs now. But, you know, whatever.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever you feel like doing now. That's the good thing about Hundo, you could just do whatever you feel like.
I did 50 duels and I didn't get them. I need some mental rest after that.
It's definitely better if you're just looking for a trap, Joel. It's better to do Kaiba, because Kaiba has a very, very large chance to drop Acid Trap Hole. But if you also want to consider winning something like Dragon Treasure and Umi, and just a trap, then maybe Pegasus BCD would be good, because he can drop Acid Trap Hole at a 64, but he also has Umi at a 30, at a 30, yeah, 32? No, 64. He has Umi at a 64. and Dragon Treasure at a 32. Isis has that widespread, which is better than Acid Trap Hole, but it's only a 32. What'd you get?
Dark Magician on the screen.
Nice. Whereas Kaiba drops Acid Trap Hole at a like 80, which is significantly higher than anybody else. So if you just want to get that trap to open up A-Teching, I would do a mix between Pegasus and Kaiba. But if you really just need the trap, then Kaiba. Oh! I got upset for a second, and then I got happy again. That's a Meteor Dragon.
Oh.
You really need the Meteor Dragon. Like, you have to win it here. There's no other place you can get it. You can win it. No. Well, yeah, you could win it, like, technically on, like, one of the mountains, but...
Yeah,
you're not gonna do it. So, yeah, Meteor Dragon is another card that you absolutely have to win from Meadow.
Yeah, already have Meteor Dragon too.
Okay, so that's good. I got that out of the way now. So honestly, yeah, looking good so far.
You need to get all the 20s, I'm ahead of them. Quarantine, I think is the first one. Yep, the first one. Support. You can get it everywhere.
See you, Shinigami. Yeah, the timer is transparent, but the Kaiba isn't in my overlay, Map Master. I added the Kaiba in OBS. So I wouldn't, don't put any pictures on it. I would recommend Map, because I can put these pictures in myself, like in OBS. That way I can change it out whenever I want without having to edit a file. I knew I was thinking about something, but I forgot about it. Yeah, that was a bad move. Because now if he plays a shield, I'm not going to be able to get over it unless I get something else. Oh, I'm over 10 hours now. Yeah, don't worry about putting any pictures on it. Sometimes I like to change it up occasionally and put a different picture there or something like that.
Yoshinoki, what?
Ashinoki is actually a 20, but you you can fuse it really easy, so it doesn't matter.
No, it's the first one I got. So that's one.
Because Yashinoki is just a any reptile plus a plant.
I need to make cockroach knife.
I haven't been streaming for 10 hours. Mifta, I've only been streaming for about an hour now, that's all. So you didn't really miss anything too interesting. I only won a Meteor Dragon so far on this segment. Today I won a lot of stuff, but...
Today, in this segment, I got Meteor and Meteor B. But at least you got the Mega Move. That's the big advantage.
Yeah, the Megamorph is huge. I'm still really happy about that. Good cards in the early game. You'll want to go to Rex in the very beginning, and then after that, Isis. If you can farm Isis consistently, you want to get bad ranks on Isis, so you want to get beat like a B rank, C rank, or D rank on her. If you can do that, then definitely go to Isis. She's like one of the best farm spots in the entire game. But if you can't quite do that yet, then go to Rex until you can do it. All Rex is for getting your deck ready to do Isis. That's all it is. And then Isis is like a main farm spot.
I mean, the thing is, do I have that many farm fighting?
Let's do a cheeky Haishin duel. POW or Tech, it doesn't matter. BCD POW and BCD Tech have all of the same drops, like they're the same exact drop pool. Yeah, this is a disaster already. Want to do one cheeky Haishin duel, just to see if I can. Well, one SA POW. I just want to get one SA POW against him, just to see what happens. So chat, you can kind of start to understand why I'm doing all this farming now. The guy I'm fighting right now, I need to be able to get SA POW on him, like, consistently. Like, every time, pretty much. So. This is a little bit of a taste of what's to come.
I need 60 duels in the middle.
That's why you pretty much need to have 3 MBD. So that I can actually draw one.
What's that?
I only have 1 MBD, which is why being here is kind of silly. Well, that's really good luck. If I draw a Thunder, I might be able to get a good rank. Not a Gaia, I said a Thunder. Well, it's ripped now. Hello? Yeah, Haishin is just way easier to farm, especially in Free Duel. He's even easier to farm in Free Duel, simply because, you know, cards like fucking Skull Knight are only 26. Dark Magician's only a 25.
Jaguar Hercules 8.
Zera's only a 28. There's that Thunder I needed like 2 turns ago. I want to get one good rank on him though, just because I feel it. I remember in my first 100%, I fought, like I looped back through the game to try like a couple duels, like fighting so like you can fight Haishin in campaign over and over again when you're doing your farming. It kind of just mixes things up because the field is automatically Yami, so all those like Dark Magicians and Skull Knights you have are like a lot better. And I don't know, it's just a change of pace, which you really need in this category. But I did a little bit of farming there, and on like the 2nd or 3rd duel, I won a Suijin. It was pretty hot.
Doing fighting campaign.
Yeah.
You get to switch.
Yeah, it wasn't like the first duel in campaign. I had fought him maybe like 15 times at that point. But like just fighting him over and over again, and he's like, "You won't beat me this time," and then you fight him again. "You won't beat me," just keep going.
Yeah, I know that.
It's fun.
Funny things.
It's a little bit harder, but it is definitely pretty fun to do that.
You are Hercules saved my day almost. I need warrior for turn.
Welcome back, James Quick.
just in case I get a different MVD.
Cards for 100%, Tristan. The only cards you need for like actual deck upgrades is MBD and Megamorph. Those are really the only things you care about as far as deck upgrades go. Everything else is just for 100%. At this point, anyway, that's all that matters.
Fuck, I'm stupid.
Ooh, okay, so I drew Twin-Headed and Megamorph first turn. So this should be a good rank. Well, I'm talking out my ass, actually. There's a lot of ways this would not be a good rank. No, it's not bad RNG, Shattercoin. This is, like, regular. I need to be able to do this duel over and over and over again. Better than this duel, because I should have, like, an MBD out at this point.
You're still on middle, right?
I'm actually trying a high shin or two. Actually do this and win the duel. Yeah, so I'm about to get my first good rank against Haishin in 100%. The first of what will definitely be a lot.
You're gonna get a GP sending on enough.
I'm calling a Wood Remains because he loves dropping those for me.
I'm playing Mystical Sand.
The snake hair. Wonderful.
Yeah, new card.
Well, that's what Haishin's like.
You're gonna keep going?
Oh, not on Haishin, no. Back to Meadow. Will you farm Haishin 1 or Haishin 2? Haishin 1, definitely. Haishin 1 is easier to farm. Not by a ton, but he is definitely easier to farm than Haishin 2 is.
But they drop the same things, right?
Yeah, they drop the same things. They have the same exact drops, but Haishin 1 is easier because he doesn't have Gate Guardian. And when you megamorph shit like Skull Knight and stuff, that becomes like something you have to think about. So.
Do I even need to get Horse of Dragon? Can I just do that?
You can just fuse it, you don't have to win it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the guy at Dragon Champion. Yeah, I'm gonna do it next turn. Because with this hand. This turn is let's switch.
That is my 5th or 6th Gaia. I think it's my 6th. Yeah, that's my 6th. Nice.
That
Gaia is so fucking easy to get. It's not a 20, it's like a 40 something.
40, yeah. Gaia and Dark Magician are 40s, right?
Yeah, yeah, they're both 40s.
I have 3 Dark Magicians.
Yeah, Gaia and Dark Magician should be pretty damn easy to get. It's the Skull Knight that's harder. But I mean, in 100%, a card that's a 20 is generally easy. Unless it's Blue Eyes.
I got 3 20s in a row.
It's funny how that works. When we're doing like a regular run, a 32 is considered really hard to get, like Dragon Treasure. And then when you do 100%, that's fucking easy.
You tell me, I got 3 Dragon Treasure.
No, Meadow Mage drops it at a 20,
Four,
Tristan. MBD is a 20. So, I guess you can kind of think of that and use that as a comparison. Meteor Bee Dragon from Meadow Mage is a 20, and a lot of the cards that I have to win from Haishin are a 4. Literally 5 times less likely to drop than an MBD here. So, and there's 3 completely separate cards that I need to win from Haishin that are all 4s. So, as you can kind of tell, that's going to be the main farm here. You might think this is the main farm because I'm like 120 duels in, but this is the farm just so I can get to the point of farming. This is the equivalent of fighting Rex in fucking a regular run. It's literally, Meadow Mage here is like Rex in a regular run. You fight Rex so that you can get cards to farm Isis with. That's exactly what this is. I'm getting cards to farm Haishin with. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of streams that are literally just farming. Just farming and nothing else.
Catapult search, so what?
When I say that a card is a 20 Psychic Sloth, I'm referring to its drop rate out of 2048. So if I say something's a 20, that means that the odds of winning that card is literally the fraction 20 over 2048, 20 out of 2048. So that means out of every 2048 duels that you do, you should end up with 20 Meteor Bee Dragons. Like, that's the odds of winning it. It translates to roughly 0.98% chance to win an MBD for Meadow Mage. Attack. Do it, you pussy. Do it. Fuck. Just in case that's a shield, which it very well may be. Whatever. Where am I at here? Alright, so I'll go to 120 on Meadow, and then I'm gonna hop back to Jono for a little while.
You're gonna do Jonah?
Just for a little while, yeah. Once I get to 120 duels here. I'm at 116, so I'll do 4 more.
You're gonna do 120 Kawar Hercules, and then
That'd be really good, actually. Well, I mean, Quagar Hercules you can fuse later, but... What an
I think I'm gonna actually buy from the spider because I'm not gonna do Kaiba anytime in my life. Maybe gonna do 2.
I still might be able to get a good rank here if I play my cards right.
Oh, Marcus, where do I get the Blue Eyes Reach from?
You're not gonna get it. You're gonna fuse it. It's Dragon Treasure and Megamorph.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, Red Eyes Map Master. That's literally the only reason to go there. None of these are shields.
269 I got from Rocket Cosmetics.
Thunder cards are
always
good to
pick
get
NBD.
from Villager 2, BCD, but you can also get them from Labyrinth Mage if you want. Labyrinth Mage any rank. Yeah, you can get the ritual card from S-Teching Seto 3rd, but it's a million. Obviously, you're just gonna fuse it.
I played NBD face down and I keep them.
Because it's like a million times easier.
Oh, fucking con.
What?
First time I play NBD face down to play some magic, and then it's also revealing like
Yeah.
first of the round. I have three. I had two dark magicians in my hands, and I cleaned it for.
It sucks.
We're gonna get an power here.
Yeah, you can get cards by fusion and ritual summon. That counts just as good as winning the card itself. Your only goal in 100% is to make the cards appear in the library. And you don't have to have the card in order for it to appear in the library. You can fuse it or ritual summon it. What a fuckface this guy is. God damn it.
Swords.
Yep. God fucking... Yeah, Tristan. I will have to farm for 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
3.
That's the second big farm. There's 2 big farms in this, Haishin and Seto. That's why I have them both on my splits.
Hey, boy. Okay, after this two, I'm gonna pause for a little bit.
No, Norik, you can't do that. Card duplication is considered cheating.
So Mardus, I'm gonna go to it. After this two, I'm gonna save and.
Alright. I'm not gonna do too much more anyway, so...
Hopefully you still here when I come back.
No, you could buy cards with Star Chips, Tristan. That's a pretty big part of the run.
White though. I'm gonna save. There we go. Right back on this.
Alright.
And if when I come back they're not here, see ya and good luck.
Thanks, dude. See you. Hey, Strafey. No, my deck doesn't have too many dragons in it. My deck's actually at a pretty good spot right now. I just got unlucky with that draw. Alright, couple more duels, guys. I have 8 Sogan, actually, not 2. Few more duels and I'm gonna call it good for today. I made a lot of progress today. If you guys think 8 of one card is a lot, you guys are in for a treat when I'm doing Haishin. In my last 100%, by the time I was done with Haishin, I had like 30 Mystical Sands. Literally, I had like 30 Mystical Sands and like 34 Stone D or something. And more than 20 of many cards. Oh, I would love to win a Red Eyes to end this off. I mean, the odds, when I'm fighting Jono 2, the odds of me winning either a Red Eyes or an MBD is about equal to the chance of the odds of winning like a Dragon Treasure from Isis. So pretty damn high odds. Definitely don't want to farm Mountain Mage for MBD. That's a very terrible idea. He's actually the worst person in the game to farm MBD from. It's a 2. So it's 10 times less likely than Meadow Mage. I keep seeing a card in Uranus thinking it's a wall or a shield, but it's not, because this guy doesn't have anything like that. When you have a deck like mine, Jono 2 becomes much easier to farm than Meadow Mage. No, RNG manipulation is not allowed for this run. It would definitely be worth it, but it's not allowed. Red Eyes is pretty easy to get. Considering it's a 24, it's easier than MBD, that's for sure. And in the grand scheme of things, like compared to the 4s I need to win on Haishin, it's a hell of a lot easier. 6 times easier. So, I'm not too worried about Red Eyes. Well, I'm not saying it's easy to get, I'm just saying that overall in this run it's not like something that I'm particularly worried about. I would check the title, AWM. In my title, I have a command that you can type. And if you type that command, my bot is going to give you a link. And if you go to that link and you read it, you'll know what this run means. Yep, I sure can, Andavan. And I absolutely will have to. Yeah, you can't make the library say anything more than 689. 689 out of 722 is the absolute maximum you can make the library say, unless you spend 999,999 star chips or hack the game. And even then you couldn't get 722. Unless you went into the Japanese version and used the Pocket Station. I don't know why I keep checking what card he played, it doesn't matter. No, you can make Ultimate Dragon appear in the card library. You can do the ritual summoning for it. That's actually a really big part of the run. You have to get 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, and then you have to fuse Dragon Treasure plus Megamorph, which gives you the Ultimate Dragon Ritual. So yeah, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is something that you can make appear in the library. It is technically obtainable. In Forbidden Memories, the word obtain means make appear in library. It doesn't mean get card. It means make appear. So if you ever hear anybody saying a card is obtainable, or you can obtain that, they mean making it appear in the library in one way or the other. Typically, if you hear somebody say if you can get a card, that typically means get the actual card, like, in your deck. But the word obtain, at least in Forbidden Memories, and this isn't just us, this is like, you know, the people on NeoSeeker, not just the speedrunners. Generally, the term in Forbidden Memories, obtain, means in the library. So if you, like, go on the internet and you find a list of cards that are unobtainable, that means cannot appear in library. So Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon will not appear on an unobtainable list. And if it does, the list is wrong. Because you can obtain it when obtain is defined the way that it is for FM. Yeah, Gate Guardian is another card that you can obtain in this game. You can get it in the library by doing the ritual for it. You need Kazujin, Suijin, and Sangha of the Thunder. Gate Guardian and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon are the 2 big fusions, or the 2 big ritual summonings that we have to do in the run, in the entire 100% run. 99% of the time of this speed run is going to be getting the stuff to do those fusions. There are 4 main cards that you need to obtain, like actually win, you need to get in this run. And that's Kazajin, Suijin, Song of the Thunder, and Blue Eyes White Dragon, 3 of them. Those are the 4 main cards that you need to get. If you did not have to get those cards, this run would be shortened by like more than half. Literally, like, look at the world record. It's 88 hours. If you didn't have to get those 4 cards, that 88 hours would definitely drop by like half, probably more than half. Metal Zoa, I will not be winning. I will be fusing, because it's a million times easier to fuse it than it is to win it. If a card is able to be fused and it's really hard to win the actual card, I'm gonna be fusing it, obviously. You can fuse the ritual for both of them. You can fuse Gate Guardian Ritual, and you can fuse Ultimate Dragon Ritual. So we don't have to get either. Gate Guardian Ritual you can't get to begin with. Like, you can't actually just win the card anywhere. Nobody drops a Gate Guardian Ritual. You can win Ultimate Dragon Ritual from Seto 3rd A Tech, but why the living fuck you would do that, I would never know. No, Metal Zoa doesn't have the lowest percentage to get at all. Metal Zoa is a 4. Just like Kazajin is, just like Suijin is. Metal Zoa is just as rare as the Gate Guardian pieces are. The lowest possible drop rate is a 1, obviously. Metal Zoa is not a 1, it's a 4. It's 4 times more likely than the lowest drop chance possible. Yep, I'll need Labyrinth Tank as well. There's no card below 4 that you can't get anywhere else. Like, take like Revival of Skeleton Rider. That's a good example. So Revival of Skeleton Rider drops on Teyana, like the first Teya, BCD, and it's a 1. It's a 1 out of 2048. But you can also buy that card for 10 star chips. Or win it like as like a 60 drop or something like that against Pegasus A-Tech. So like, while Revival of Skeleton Rider could be 1 as a 1 out of 2048, there's no need to, because you could get it somewhere else a lot easier. So pretty much there's no card that is only obtainable by winning a 1. There's no card that you can only get by getting a 2 or 3. The lowest drop rate that you will ever need to deal with if you want to get a card in your library is 4. 4 is the absolute lowest that you need to deal with. And we have to get 3 different 4s. Well, actually, would be preferred to get a lot more, but you can buy a lot of the... there's a lot of cards at Haishin drops that are 4s that you don't technically need to win them. You could buy them for like 800, 900 star chips each, but it's much faster if you do win them, because now you don't have to spend that much star chips on that, and you could spend those star chips somewhere else. So, thank you, No Stale, I appreciate that. Hey, Agile Beast, what's up? Yeah, but, you can fuse Dian Keto. And Tremendous Fire can be fused as well. So you don't have to worry about those. Like I said, the lowest drop rate card that I need to get is a 4. And anything else can be fused or ritual summoned or stuck up my ass, something like that. Yeah, any card that's involved in a ritual summon, for the most part, is going to be 999999. Queen's Double is a good example. Queen's Double is literally like a 350 attack monster. Like, it's a very, very, very low tier card, but it costs 999999 because it's in a ritual. If a card is in a ritual, as far as I know, like most of them, if not all of them, are going to cost max. Yeah, Soul of the Pure can be fused. Or one, I don't actually remember. I'll get to that when I get to it. Yeah, Searu is one of those cards that you have to get with star chips. That's actually a very, like, that's a rare case. But Searu is a case where you absolutely have to buy it. There's no other choice. So I'll be buying that. I forget how much that is, but... yeah, library is all that matters for 100% completion in this game. Whatever's in the library is all that counts. Like, whatever number the library shows, that's all that matters. Like, whether you have a card or you fuse it, the library doesn't give half of a shit. It still shows the same number at the top. The number at the top of the library is all that matters for this speedrun.
So you're still here, Magnus?
Yep.
Do you get something?
Nope.
Say, wanna give them a little?
Yeah, Ben Weaver, you could absolutely have max star chips if you grinded since the game came out, but nobody did that, and nobody will ever do that, so... nobody will ever get that many star chips, I guarantee it. Without cheating, of course. But I mean, if you want to play 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for fucking, I don't know, like 500 days, then be my guest. Because that's how long it would take. It would literally take 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, for like 500 days. So, that's not counting the amount of time it would take between sessions. Like when you're done and saving the game, turning it off, turning the game back on again, waiting for the cutscene, loading the game, starting a duel. Time in between duels, the screen fade time, that all counts in. So, yeah, nobody's gonna do it.
Imagine a guy 500 days fighting Simon Moore and for
Yeah, it would probably be pretty interesting, Gustavo, but the amount it requires a lot to route it. Like, we can't just be like, okay, I want to do a 100% run with RNG manipulation. I can't just like go and do it right now. It's not like that. Every single drop needs to be routed. Somebody needs to go through like those spreadsheets that I was looking at and would need to create a strategy to win every single card, which would take a very, very long amount of time. So it would take a very, 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 very long amount of time just to create the strategies to do a 100% run with RNG manipulation. That's why it hasn't been done. The amount of work that it takes just to create the strategies is far more work than it takes to actually do them. This game came out in '99 in Japan and 2002 everywhere else.
I've been playing since 2005, Kappa.
Like, it takes a couple hours just to create a decent strategy to win a single card. It takes a couple hours just to route out one card. So, you know, the amount of cards that you would need to route out for 100% wouldn't be 689. It would obviously be much lower than that, but it would just take a phenomenal amount of time. What an unlucky draw. Alright, I'm gonna say as soon as I hit a 5 or a 0 at the end of my duel number on Jono, I'm gonna call it good for today. I don't know where I'm at right now. I might be there already. Or I might be 4 duels away max, but no more than 4 more duels.
It was good where it went to the left. It's time to move.
If you want to get max star chips, it takes 3,500 hours of pure game time. Like, in duel time. Not in the menu. Not turning on your PS2 or PS1 or whatever you're playing on. It takes 3,500 hours of, like, just inside of a duel time. So have fun doing that. Like, for that 3,500 hours, like that, my game time stops now. And then it doesn't start until the duel starts again. Which would be, like, nowish. Alright, so I'm at 39 duels, which means I'll do one more, and then I'm done. I made a lot of progress today. I played for about... I started at like 4 hours today, and I'm already at close to 11, so that's pretty good. And I'm gonna play more tomorrow, a lot more, probably, so. Yeah, and that's assuming you're getting S rank every time, which shouldn't be a problem, theoretically. I mean, if you have a deck that has, like, you know, all the best cards in it, and you're fighting Simon, you're gonna be getting S rank every time, and you're pretty much just gonna have to mash X for the most part. X and then a start to end the turn, X and then start. So, I mean, that's not a problem, but, yeah. The best card that you can buy with max star chips would be, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, which is 3,500 attack. You cannot buy Gate Guardian or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Do we have to buy them? Or is the retail?
Of course you do, dude. You have to buy all the max star chips card.
Shit.
You fucking dummy. Ooh, Battle Steer. I just realized I want a Battle Steer.
Can I forfeit?
That's really good. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, so we just got a Battle Steer as our last drop, which is, like, really, really good. Cool, so that's done. So let me get that save so that I can stop this damn timer.
So let's do for me as well.
Did the new vape arrive? No, it's Sunday, so I don't think... Well, I mean, it might be out there, but I doubt it is. I'll check, though.
Yeah, it is 7. Sorry.
Alright, so we're ending at 10 hours, 48 minutes, 39 seconds, 84 milliseconds, and our card count at the end of today. So I started today with 160. I was at 160 cards at the start of today, and at the end of today we are at 225.
I'm at 202.
So, timer end.
So many star chips do you have, Marcus?
Oh, I didn't check that. Oh god, it must be a lot by now. I must have enough to buy an equip.
673, I have.
Yeah, 926.
Yeah.
So I have enough to buy an equip, but obviously that's not a good use of star chips. You need to buy Searu, which is over 1,000 star chips, and that card, the only way to get it in this game, like literally the only way, is by buying it. So you have to spend over 1,000 star chips on that. So yeah.
7.
So
Okay, turn off the stream.
10, 48, 39.
Somebody just type in the chat. I'm listening to you from GFC stream. Are you Argentinian? And I could up the stream.
What was my code? 225. So I got 65 cards today. Not bad.
40 because I did up the shit ton of it.
Yeah, 1,700. It costs 1,700 star chips for Searu, and you have to buy it, so... Start saving up. I'm about halfway there. Alright guys, I will see everybody tomorrow for more of this. How fun is that? Oh, let me save my timer real quick. There we go. Alright, later everyone. See you tomorrow. I don't know what time, but you'll get the notification, so it doesn't really matter. See ya, see ya, see ya.